ruling themselves. Although I didn't study
everywhere, taking advantage of the people, you know that.
My brother, is worse. It's not like it's getting worse. It's worse than now. It's like the whole kangaroo called Nigeria government of democracy is finished. Because though I didn't start the program, I started when any Naya Baribe was talking about the regional appointees for the ministers. It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't
denying the East. Yeah, rifle.
Yeah, it doesn't make any difference. If it appoint 1 million Eastern minister, it doesn't make any difference because none of them will stand for their people. No. And none of them will go over there and speak what their people want. And they don't go to their state to interview their people what they want so that they can, even the same thing, go to their whatever they call their state House of Assembly, the senator and the House of Assembly of their whatever they call the kangaroo of Nigeria. None of them go there to stand up for their people. They go for their pockets, what they can get. And also the thing that prompted me to call today, Mayegu, is, about the security operative of Nigeria. It gets to the situation where the police arrest somebody, they become the interrogator, they become the judge, and then they become the prosecutor.
Yeah, the way they ask you questions, you automatically just will be like, no, I'm going to jail, no doubt. With the way this policeman is asking, I'm already guilty. That's actually why I showed this guy some of the time, because most of what he tried to share with us is to expose to us the inner workings of how the police interrogate people, even when the camera is off. It's ridiculous.
When you come to the Western world, the police, whenever they employ police officers, they have a record.
Yes.
They have the record that keep who is that person. They also have the background check. An individual can go to the station and get a background check for that officer, and the officer is entitled to identify himself of any circumstances of anything. Individual can walk up to him and ask him for a badge number, his information, and he's entitled to give you that.
That's right.
Because why the people don't understand, we as ourselves, and we pay these idiots, we pay these illiterates. The tax money the government collect, they collect it for individuals.
That's right.
It's a circulation of money. You have the right to question that police. You have the right to get the information of the officer. You have the right to go to the station and get the whole information about this officer. And the worst part of it, and when you see all these police stuff, because they're taking that as the privilege, going on the streets, taking illegal checking points, collecting money for people. If you refuse, they shoot you or whatever. That is not how you run a country, and that is not how you put all these criminals, because all of them is a criminal. And it's like they take it as a man, like a privilege when they keep somebody and they keep giving them a rank. That's when the country is come beyond what Nigeria is finished beyond unrecognizable. Because when you look at all these politicians, all these people that make law, they don't even know the law they're making. No. They don't have a fact check on when they make law.
Just believe that they are above it, by the way. They just do it for the doing sake. And that's it. You know what people say about Nigeria? Nigeria have law for everything. But guess what?
But they don't
use the law.
They don't implement it.
They don't follow the law means majority of them will be in jail if they should start using their law. Majority of them, from Tinubu to his wife to the last local government chairman, 90% of them will be in jail if they should be using their law for real.
But the law is reckoned by the order to make they're talking about Nigeria to make Nigeria work. You have to follow the order of their law. You have to implement it and you have to follow it. You can't have one side of the law and the other side of the law. The other law is for this different state to implement it, and the other law doesn't have anything to do with. Yeah, it doesn't have anything. And when you come to the so-called Nigeria, because I call it the zoo, when you go to the northern region, they have their own different law. But we're still in the freaking one country. They're calling us Nigeria.
That does even
like if you go to the northern, they have their Sharia they follow. And when you come to the eastern region and all those south regions, they implemented the militarizing the whole area. Any place, any mines you go, you see a checking point, illegal checking point.
You get, and there is no national lawmaker in Abuja from eastern part of Nigeria. Not a single one of them has raised the emotion or the caucus of the Easterners who are lawmakers in Abuja to just rise up one day and say, you know what, we are done for. If you are going to keep militarizing our region, right, we are not sitting here anymore. No. Everybody is just going there pretending everything is fine until they become victims. Then they will start talking.
All those people call themselves senator and House of Representative from Eastern and the South. They are just ex-leaker.
Honestly.
They just go there and let hand for the northern region, call themselves as they own Nigeria. They go over there, they lick their asses. And they come out to the eastern region, they want to prove their power. What kind of stupidity is that? They don't have balls to go there, the floor of the Senate, demand what their people want. They just go over there and scared of what they can pocket, what money they can get, and how many people of their own state they can kill.
This, committee that, committee doing this and that, and get their own share within the 4 years or beyond.
And they don't know, once one injustice for one person is one injustice for all. And everything they are doing, including whatever, how much money they will get and kill their own people, is also going to come to their own turn. And when they go back to their state, they don't have road to go back to the main house they built. And they take it as a normal. I think I'm a lot of other people, because it's coming to the worst. Nigeria is no longer a country. That's just it.
For a long time now, James, for a long time it hasn't been. But people are pretending that it is still a place until the day they become victim. You know, that's one thing that always mows me about people, right? Everybody knows about these things, right? They will now tell you to, well, let us just come together and move on. Move on from what? Until the day they become victims. Oh, the heaven will fall that day. You begin to say, why are you reacting that way? Do you know what they did to me? Which kind of country is this? This country is so... so you are angry because you are a victim now. All these years, you kept quiet, or you are telling people to stop overreacting and just let go. Move on. It is...
all those just 1 minute. All those security they're using to travel around the whole state, arming them and give it. Those security is not for them. It's for the main people to implement the laws.
They do not know. They do not know.
And just the people, when police stopped them, they started begging. You begging police for what? That's the person supposed to obey your law. Let me let other people.
Enjoy the rest of your morning, okay? You take it easy, man. Have a good one, Baba. Yes, sir. You see, that's one thing about the place as well. A lot of people would look away. In fact, in Nigeria, what we are doing right now is like, to some people, making Nigeria look bad to the rest of the world. They will tell you, well, no be today now. This is not the opportunity now. Why are you making it look like this whole thing just started today? Because to them, except they become victims, wait till they become victims. Oh my God. Some of them will begin to brag of how they are connected to the IG. I will show you. I will show you that. I will call the IG. I will call the area commander. I will call... Because if it's not happening to them, maybe you are just making it up or exaggerating. And even if you're not exaggerating, but I mean, come on. Is it today? Not today. It don't take away this thing. Don't be like that. So just let us pray for our country. Let us pray for our country to pray. Pray for your country. All right. Anyway, I think we've had a very good one. I need to leave now because I want to make sure that I am fully prepared for tonight, because I am bringing in something very, very interesting, including the latest from Asari Dokudump. Yeah, Asari Dokupik just released a statement that he's now willing and ready to work with the North, to fight this Tifnumbu, because Yorubas cannot be trusted. Yorubas are snakes. Yorubas are this, Yorubas are that. I started kilo to happen now, kilo today. What's happen again, Alaji? They don't carry your call again. Tifnubu no reply your text. I don't understand though. Or maybe this CEO thing said don't they turn to mental problem as well. So tonight I've got a bit of loaded stuff, including the remembrance of the man that conducted the 1993, the famous 1993 presidential election won by MKO Abiola, the man that never became president alive. So I would say thank you a lot to every one of you. So I want to say a big thank you again to you, dear Templars. Do you know that the lady that we featured on Mayegun's Diary Political last night, Adenike, she's the most happiest person right now that I know of in Nigeria. You know why? Your generosity, you know that humanity always counts. Humanity above everything else. And on Mayegun's Diary Political, humanity actually really still lives and lives on. So last night she was given over 1 million naira. Then guess what? The Yoruba Union that I belong to, we've come together, and guess what? We have also raised over 1 million naira within us. The leadership of the Yoruba Union has given nearly 800,000 naira to what people donated yesterday. I have not collated how much she got so far, but guess what? Sister Yinka Taiwo, I got your message. My man, he won't like me to mention his name as well. He's one of the leaders of Yoruba Union. So people are put together for her because she is considered as a very courageous and strong-willed young woman that should be supported no matter how little or how big. So and I'm so proud of us, dear Templars here. I am so proud of the Yoruba Union, who also came together, including our leader, Ulutu. So I kind of love to call him elder, but he doesn't like elder, like our deputy leader as well. I love calling him elder, but he doesn't like to be called elder. He prefers comrade. So I'll just call both of them comrade. Comrade Akinola, comrade Benga Ulutu. These two lababs, you see him in the comments, he's right there. That's labab. You know, that's the leader of the Yoruba Union. So they felt like the union had to do something. And guess what? The union has done something. We have put together over 1 million naira that nearly 800,000 of that has been given already. And we are packaging the rest right now to send to her. So I personally, on her behalf, I'm saying a big thank you to all of you, every one of you on this platform. You are the best. And I am proud of us. God bless you. So I am going to see you later this evening, by the way. Now we come back to tell you what we've been able to pull for her. And then our book launch as well. So you stay safe, okay? And join me later on Mayegun's Diary Political tonight.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun Diary Political.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun diary na him be number one.
àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun diary na him be number one.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ̀lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o.